That's one too. There's an outside dog. It's not an outside dog.
Wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, basically, this family had they wanted to upgrade, get a kid, so they got me. And now look, I know cats and dogs don't usually get on, and this family didn't know what was going to go down. So I made sure that on day one, meeting this dog, I was just like, and from that moment, I've just kept my paw on that dog's throat. And I just asserted my dominance. Yeah, I might be small, but I'm, again, yeah, it can happen anytime. And I remind that dog every day that this is now my house, boy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just a tail loose. Who's on it? Me. I'm on it. They got the dog a new big bed, right? This is the dog's bed. Who was first on the bed? Me. It's all about asserting your dominance. I mean, yeah, this dog's really nice to like cuddle up with and sleep next to, and I might purr a lot when we're next to each other, but she knows at any moment. Hey, bud, I'm dog. Yeah, I should take for that.
So many paladins. So many paladins.
Get into the right channel.
He doesn't have to. He can just move us all.
It's a lot of mouse clicks.
Being 1, 2.
Feels like we have far too much power invested in the executive.
the Wild West in here, though. No push to talk required. Soundboard enabled. All sorts of.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
Who
Dad
left
is-
after the fart?
Dad is gonna be so mad at you guys.
Daddy, chill.
All right, all right.
I'm abandoning you.
What if we enabled the soundboard and rating?
No, we're not
We're
going to
great.
do that. If we could get a TV to pull Daratan in here. Thank you, Ref.
Hello, mic check.
That's good.
Hello. Hey. Yes, your mic works too, Grouchy.
Am I in the wrong place? Where is?
Probably. We're in the
Upper spire?
upper spire.
Oh, it's.
You know how
my brain is all screwed up.
you know how eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is really satisfying, and so is taking a pee. Have you ever done
Please
both
go
at
on.
the same time? I recommend. Just to make sure I was here on time, I brought my sandwich on en route to raid to the bathroom.
That's real gaming.
What if you
How
get the
does Sarah feel
splashback that goes all the way up to your sandwich?
That's some serious splashback.
Real concern would be when you flush your toilet.
I didn't flush. I was trying to save time.
Was there a mage table?
Not yet.
Not that I have seen. If we could
Uh,
get one of those, please and thank you.
Get a fat
All right.
babe.
Yeah, that can't happen. That's no good, Will.
You said you wanted a table.
Only asking Zaz from now on. Alright. Eat up, flask up. Trash on the Plague Wing is back. Since we did not clear it entirely, so are the Valkyr, so probably have to pull one of those on our way over there, but we are going left. We are going to Mr. Rotface.
We have a herald.
Okay. Yeah, it's grip him in if you need to. Hey, we down all the slow stuff. Mark the big dudes for reference late. Once little things are dead, hard focus the skull, please. I want these dying one at a time, please. Neat, thanks.
And we did better on those than we did the other night.
We're improving.
Yeah, smile. He's right here. Let's go. I don't think Precious and Stinky respawn. I'm pretty sure they're just dead. So we should be able to just head right. I have a fancy trinket, and when it procs, I turn into a thing for 30 seconds at a time. One of those things is a torrent. Or a Tonka, technically. It's not actually a torrent.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's just an Arctic torrent, but I don't know.
Tonkas are the prequel to Torrent, aren't they?
I have no idea.
Precious is up.
Maybe they're like those Scottish Highland cows. They're up north.
Oh, Precious is still there. Okay.
You gotta get that ribbon.
I wonder if my cat is still alive too.
Stack up on Precious, everybody.
Ben, you know how people like bring their dogs to farms when they're like, you know, we'll let it live a good life. Has anyone ever dropped off a dog at your barn?
No, it's the shit.
Good, Tonka.
Behind.
Yeah. That's still recharging.
All right. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of heroic pulling on Rotface. Did a couple pulls here the other night. Okay, Yanni. We were a little bit behind. Actually, not a little bit behind. We were moderately to substantially behind on the DPS check for it. But I think some of that was mechanical nature. I think a decent amount of that damage could have been made up in that raid through better mechanics, and I also think that this composition tonight has stronger damage than that group did, so I want to see if we can iron out some of those mechanical things and also do some more damage and see if we can find enough to beat the soft and rage here. So I'll do the usual quick refresher while we're in the early stages here, just so everyone's crystal clear on what those mechanics are and what you need to be doing. So The biggest deal mechanic of the fight is a disease and what must be done by the people who get that disease. First of all, you need to have the awareness that you have the disease. This is important. That's step one. Know you have the thing. You should get marked automatically by DBM,
It's
either
half the
a
battle.
star or a circle, at least in the early going before the diseases get super out of control. So if you see a marker over your head, hey, you've probably got a disease. When you get that, you need to run out to near the square, or Friar is going to be out there kiting slimes near the edges of the room. He will cleanse you. I would say, generally speaking, it's better to be early than late on the cleanses. So if you need to do them a little early on the early side, like the splash isn't the end of the world. And that disease does truck people. But generally speaking, if you're the first person, go out there. A news will pop out of you. Chill with Friar for a couple seconds until a second ooze shows up from another person with the disease. Your oozes will merge, they'll turn into a big ooze. Get the hell away from the big ooze, let Friar kite it. Next person who gets a disease, you want to run sort of ahead of the path where Friar is kiting, get cleansed, wait for your ooze to join in with the big ooze, get back to what you're doing. Rinse and repeat over and over. Once, 5 additional little oozes have been added to the big ooze, it will channel a short cast, then it will explode. When it explodes, it shoots balls of goop into the air. Those land at the location of every player in the raid where you were when the explosion happened. So, everybody needs to move. Anyone who's in melee range, tank excluded, obviously, you're going to be stacked tight on me, the diamond. You're going to follow me where I go, unless I have to go out and get a disease cleansed, or unless you have to go out and get a disease cleansed. But I need you to be stacked tight on me, because we're just going to be swapping feet and continuing to beat the boss's ass during those explosions, sort of Alglon style. Obviously, if one of you's on the wrong foot and we swap to that, we're all going to get oozed on, so don't fuck us like that, please. Stack tight. Other stuff going on. Ranged and healers, you'll need to be spread 8 yards at range. On heroic, there is a AoE mechanic, basically just a single target thing from Putricide up on the balcony throwing shit at you. It splashes to people within 8 yards of you, so make sure you're spread. That'll also help mitigate some of the slime spray stuff, where the boss targets a random member of the raid, pukes in their direction, hits anyone in a small cone. If you see the boss randomly turning in the direction, it's probably puking that direction. Shuffle to the side, get out of the way, resume what you were doing. As always with these sorts of things, when spacing is important and we need to maintain range between our people, sort of a la Thorum back in the day, make sure you fill that negative space once the mechanic's over. Don't just clump up over time. We'll end up taking more damage that way. And there's pools of slime around the edges of the room coming out of the tanks from time to time. Just one quadrant at a time. There, in no particular order. And other than that, we just have to maximize damage to the boss and avoid avoidable damage as much as we can. One thing I do want to point out in particular, when you are bringing your little oozes to the big ooze, especially in the later stacks, like I said, you want to be sort of in between Friar and the big ooze, waiting for your little ooze to join up, and then you want to be vacating the area as quickly as possible. There is a radiating damage aura around the big ooze that intensifies the more stacks of little ooze it absorbs. This will start fucking trucking you in the later stacks, and if you're standing right there, you are going to take a lot of damage. You will probably die from this damage if you just stand in it. So be aware of your surroundings. Don't do that shit. And also, like, don't be trying to catch up to Friar by running through it, because you'll just be melting the whole way you're trying to run through the big ooze. Make sure you get ahead of him and let him catch up to you.
That said, don't take your small ooze back to where you were. Make sure it gets absorbed.
Yes. First and foremost, make sure your ooze gets absorbed into the collective big ooze. This is especially important, like later in the fight, because the rate at which we get diseases ramps up over time, and there will be times later in the fight where you're getting cleansed, your ooze is popping out, and there's someone else with the disease already on the way over there. And if your ooze is out and they get cleansed and their ooze is out and you start running before yours joins in, they meet up with you. Now we have a second big ooze, which is not the end of the world because they can also merge with each other, but that's just more shit for a Friar to have to juggle and more areas of damage radiating in the room. And, you know, frankly, it just shouldn't be happening. It's a simple concept. Just take your ooze to the square and join them together. That's it. Any questions about any of that stuff before we let it rip here? Eggs is going to be tanking the boss, so send it to Eggs. We'll lust shortly after Pole. Zaz, make sure you flask. All right, unless there are any questions, we're going to get underway. Again, we are full-on DPS racing this shit, so obviously we need to do the mechanics correctly, but when you're not actively engaging with the mechanics, make sure you are ripping this boss.
So, sorry, we're spreading, but we don't have assigned spots, correct?
We do not have assigned spots for this. Just find it's a big room, find a spot, 8 yards from somebody, and you can pre-spread throughout the room. I see some of our ranged friends doing that already, so. Full pre-prots from everybody. We need maximum damage here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Vesterga, you were always my favorite, next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas, I can practically taste it. Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime pipes.
Where's the ooze going?
Good news, everyone. I fixed
the
the poison slime pipes.
Res Daratam, please.
That spell isn't ready.
What is happening with these oozes?
Great news, everyone.
Runaway.
Slime is flowing again.
Was that on Daratam or something?
It's on me
It's
somehow.
up to Eggs.
Run away.
Great news, everyone. The slime is flowing again.
The infection rate. This is run away. Okay.
Spray going out, careful.
That's my own.
Yeah, please.
Great news, everyone.
Runaway.
The slime is flowing again. I think I made an angry.
All right,
Blowing up.
really make sure we're stacked tight.
Watch your step.
Move now.
Good
Spray coming out.
everyone. I fixed the poison
Can you taunt that big
slime
ooze, Friar?
pipes.
Yep.
All right, good.
Oh, you're gonna have to do it again.
I'm pretty sure we're wiping here because we have too many mechanic deaths, but yeah.
Good news, everyone.
All right.
I fixed
Wipe it up.
the
Get to the door.
poison
Get wipe
slime
recovery out.
pipes.
So,
Okay, yeah, so that was Daratan's slime. It was stuck tags that whole time.
I had one of the very first slimes and it did not follow me. Is there anything I should be doing differently there?
Did you ice block at any point?
No. Nope. It just spawned and instantly ran into melee.
Lou, clear your dry. You gotta get out of there. Let me make one thing clear. Don't be cleansing unless you're a friar, please.
Sue, I can get you if you don't want to run in.
Alright.
Lily, you might be too far in.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
All right, so yeah, we just have too many avoidable deaths there, and all of these are avoidable deaths. Just have to be aware of the mechanics happening around us. We've got slime spray deaths. We've got standing next to big ooze deaths. We've got getting hit by ooze explosion deaths. We got a whole bunch of stuff there early on, none of which we're going to be able to afford. We're going to have some tight margins here if we're able to do this. So there really is not a lot going on for any individual to worry about. Just make sure you're focusing on the things that you need to worry about and the mechanics that are happening at the time. Everything's pretty telegraphed. Yeah, please let Friar handle the cleansing. It's amongst the reasons we have him doing that job. He can kite and cleanse at the same time, while everyone else just does their thing.
Make sure you get buffs before you run off.
Yeah. Yep, let's go again.
If it matters, I generally start kiting at around 9 o'clock, so if you don't want to be over there, that might make sense.
9 o'clock on the minimap?
No, 9 o'clock is we're facing him right now. So where
6
OMFG
o'clock
is,
on the minimap.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South.
Stage
All right.
south?
Not too much. Just, yeah. People need to not be confused. Yeah. Do
5,
it again, but
4,
better.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Vestergut, you were always my favorite, next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas. I can practically taste it. Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again. Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes. Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
Run away.
Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again.
Alright, this one's the
Can explode.
explosion. Stack in, melee, stack in.
Watch your
And
step.
we're moving. Alright, we gotta move a little further. Really need to make sure we're stacked in and move when I move. So be res Varric.
I can't cast that yet.
Great news, everyone!
Spray going out.
The slime
Careful.
is flowing again.
I'm out of range.
Great news, everyone!
far
The
away.
slime is flowing again.
Spread.
The army's
What's
talking to the dudes.
happening? Guys, don't army. God damn it.
I need to get closer.
I hate that spell.
They're gonna explode.
Alright, stack on diamond, stack on diamond. Melee.
Watch your step.
Alright, move.
Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again.
Varric, back up, please.
I'm out of range.
Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
That's still recharging.
I have an explosion.
Blowing up.
Watch your step.
Move feet.
I can't cast that yet.
Spread.
Good news, everyone!
Run away.
Fixed the poison slime pipes.
Run away.
That spell isn't ready.
We're pretty much up against the soft and rage here. It's better. Not quite good, but better.
It's too far away.
Almost there.
Good news, everyone!
Might still be
Fixed
doable.
the poison slime pipes.
Stay up.
Exploding.
Yep.
Watch your step.
Ready to move. Yes.
Great
Too many
news,
uses,
everyone.
but close.
The slime is flowing again.
Zerg away, we might be able to do it. Honestly, if DK wants to get away from the boss and pop army just on the edge of the room.
That spell isn't ready.
Spread.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the
Keep going,
poison
friends.
slime
Almost there.
pipes.
That
Naya, if you're not in something that'll kill you, Ankh can just blast. Yeah, I don't know if we got it quite enough, but it's close. If we're just a little bit cleaner, we got it. Alright, move your feet. Move your feet now. Move your feet. Move your feet.
Hellstone's okay.
I can't cast that.
Run away.
You got this, Friar, I believe.
We got a mage, a paladin, and a dream.
Run
Do
away.
it to him, Zaz. All right.
That was
All right.
much better with the ooze, by the way.
Yeah. Almost. If we need a little bit cleaner, and we got it.
James, how far do we have to move when we move?
Not super far, but like
10 meters.
Probably even less, but yeah, I mean enough. It goes to where you or anyone else was standing, so you sort of just have to. And there's like a cast time, so you're gonna get a warning that like the explosion is casting, and then 1.5 seconds later, it's actually gonna happen. So, if people are moving like while it's casting, that's actually kind of counterproductive because it's harder to track where you are. So what's really ideal is for everyone to just like when I'm calling for everyone to stack for melee to stack it on diamond, like that's important because like we're trying to move as small an area as we can so we can keep blasting on the boss and not have to be forced to get out of melee range. At range, unless you're like right next to the thing as it's exploding and you like can't risk the travel time being too short, really you just want to like wait the cast time out, stay still so everyone around you can sort of see where you are, and then move like, I don't know, 6 yards, thereabouts.
But not to where someone else is standing.
But not to where someone else was standing. So you need to be aware of where you were, you need to be aware of where everyone else was, and like the further away you are from the thing, it can take a while for them to land on the far side of the room.
It's too far away.
Like it's like it's got like the Shadow Crash arc to it where like, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, 1% is 1%. We just got to do 1 more %. So let's run back, buff up, do it again. Yeah, please no armying once the big oozes are out. That was painful.
Yeah, the little ones aren't tauntable, so it doesn't matter on them, but the big ones are, so yeah. An army is not bad, it is a DPS game.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in an army, do it on the pull timer and just go.
Yeah, you can probably get full use out of it if you do it on the pull timer.
Can we get new health stones, please?
Broadman, I'm gonna let you call this, but if you see, if you're like kiting in an area that's getting slime sprayed on, and like people are having to come to you, if you just want to use your DSAC at will and call for the others as needed, just call that as you see fit.
Okay.
I take it back. Banning army for life.
Come on.
Let's keep your ears with square.
And I'm back with with my heal lot. Awesome.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime pipes.
You're gonna have to take your big goose, that little one. Get Grouchy up, please.
Okay, this is.
Run away.
I can't heal without heal bot.
Great news, everyone. The slime is blowing again.
Crap, I go pick up eggs. Okay, I want eggs. Thank you.
Run away.
Please be tight on diamond here, melee.
Fix the poison slime pipes.
It's gonna explode.
Yep, need melee tight on me. Right. Exploding.
Watch
Move
your
now,
step.
move now. Get Eric's up.
Move to tank.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the
Bring a little
poison
loose
slime pipes.
Stray, get Isk up. Isk, get Eric.
News, everyone. The slime is flowing again.
Spread.
Out of your res, it's gonna play clean. Melee tight on diamond. Explosion soon.
Explosion.
Move to tank.
Wait for it.
Watch your step.
Move
The
on
slime
diamond.
is flowing again.
I can't cast that yet.
Great news, everyone. The slime is flowing again.
Gotta merge these big ones.
Yep.
Gone.
These are gonna explode.
Yep, tight on diamond, melee. Explosion soon. Just move with me, trust me.
Watch your step.
Move.
Watch your spread.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime pipes.
Let's keep going, every guy left.
Good news, everyone. I
Wanna
fixed
start cycle
the
through,
poison
cooldowns?
slime pipes.
Yep. Ready?
Watch your
now.
step.
Move.
Good news, everyone. I fixed the poison slime pipes.
You can't do it. Keep the healer up.
Almost there.
Good news, everyone.
Double
I
counter.
fixed the poison slime pipes.
Stack tight on diamond melee. Explosion incoming.
I'm down.
News, everyone. The
Watch your
sun is
step.
glowing again.
Now, if you want to army, perfect.
Yeah.
But I'd be dead.
Another 1%.
Good news, everyone. I
Maybe
fixed
we'll
the
disconnect
poison
on full.
pipes.
Do it, Lou.
If we're just a little, we just need to be a little bit cleaner, guys. We're losing too many people to too many avoidable things, but we got this easily. Just clean it up a tiny bit. Yeah, yeah, the army probably nuked the pre-pod of the entire raid, so let's skip that. Maybe if we get down to true desperation, we'll throw it out there, but
I mean, they did code mindless zombies very well.
true. Gotta give them that.
That is not ideal spot.
That is certainly not ideal. Melee friends, just want to re-emphasize one more time. Stay tight with the diamond unless I'm like running out to get cleansed. During the explosion, while the stuff is in the air after the explosion, I promise you, I will not lead you astray, and if I do, well, we're all fucking dead, and you can point and laugh at me, but I'm watching people die to mechanics that they could not die to if they were just standing next to you, boy.
Can I help you?
So, come with me, and hopefully we'll win. Yeah, I mean, you were like the 17th person to die, Darren. I think it was pretty well out of control by then.
I think Fire was dead when you died, is probably why you couldn't find him.
That could be.
Yeah, he died before you.
Yeah, that did happen. He died 4 seconds before you did. Feels bad, man.
Just feels like a really selfish thing for him to do.
Yeah.
No, they shouldn't air axe, but these things can happen. You know, if the person whose it was is dead. Neither of your first 2 deaths were from that. Your last one was from getting meleeed by the boss, so yeah.
Barrick, if you haven't used your social kit, so my UI is unlocked, can you put it on?
You probably.
EME is good.
Yeah, Hellstones would be good. Sorry to make you trek all the way back over here. All right. Back to 10 seconds. Fuck army.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Vesterga, you were always my favorite, next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas. I can practically taste it.
And it's such a reflex to go to cleanse thing.
News, everyone! The slime is blowing
Spread.
again.
Love that.
News, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes. Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
That spread isn't ready.
Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
Get that ooze out of here. Who that's on, get it out of here. Get Uni up, please, ASAP. Melee
it's
tight
running
on
the
diamond.
onions, just
Tight on
stand up.
diamond. Alright, we're gonna need you to taunt this big ooze out of here. And get Isk up.
Run away.
You're gonna have to taunt again.
Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
Watch your step.
Another ooze stuck in melee.
Great news, everyone! The slime is blowing
That's still
again.
recharging.
It's coming.
One spot.
I actually want DPS up. Any DPS.
You want me to?
Wipe it. Wipe it. Get to the door, get recovery.
Good news, everyone! I fixed the
That was
poison
going very
slime
well, and then it
pipes.
went extremely badly very quickly just because of people mismanaging their oozes. Just need 5 minutes of attention. That's all. It was very clean up until that point, but once we like start really fucking it up, it goes bad very quickly. Just pay attention.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Sure.
What is the thing that slows you?
That is the ooze on the end.
Okay.
Does the mutating infection also slow you though?
No.
Or is that just
Not
me
to my
thinking it?
knowledge, no.
Maybe I just had it at the same time. I got slowed by something else.
That's what happened to me too. That's why I was asking.
mean, obviously it's not desirable to die with the disease, but it's particularly difficult to get things back on track because when someone dies with the disease, the ooze fucks off and goes basically straight to eggs, and to get that off him is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
The ooze doesn't show up for some time, though, right? Like, as soon as we have the thing we should move over to.
It shows up as soon as you get cleansed, but yeah.
Right. Like, we should run to...
Moving immediately.
And we're thinking a matter of 3 seconds or less from time we get cleansed to time we run back in if we're melee.
I'm thinking once your ooze gets absorbed, you can sort of see it zoom off towards the big one.
Okay.
I'm not putting a timer on that. That's up to you to see it happening and then move.
Could we also get another health stone, please?
Yeah, if something hasn't been cleansed for a while, it may be, I don't know, because if you're on the far side of the room from Friar and you're trying to get there and there's like stuff, it can take a while and it starts ticking for a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you were right there, Zozion, but...
ISK repair, Dare-10 repair. We got multiple repair bots over here at the entrance. Right. Go again. Let's clean it up a little bit.
4,
We got it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Vesterga, you were always my favorite, next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas, I can practically taste it. Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again!
I don't know what this ooze is doing in melee.
It's really weird. The first oozes are like going to healers.
Great news, everyone! The slime is
weird.
flowing again!
Watch the big ooze's path. Don't take that damage.
Flowing again!
I need to get closer.
Great news, everyone! The slime
Lift spread.
again!
Alright, tight on diamond. Ready for explosion.
Run away.
Stay on diamond.
Watch your step.
Far so good. Keep it up.
Spread.
Great news, everyone! The slime
Spy
is
desac.
flowing again!
That spell isn't ready. It's too far away.
Good news, everyone! I fixed the poison slime pipes.
spray. Gonna have an explosion here. Tight on diamond.
Run away.
Wait. Wait for it.
Watch your step.
Move.
Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again!
Keep it up, doing great.
Great news, everyone! The slime is flowing again!
Spread.
Cadron DSAC.
Run away. Run away.
See if we can get those big oozes together. Tight on diamond.
Great news, everyone! The slime is
Run away.
flowing again!
Watch your step.
Move.
I need to get closer.
Skip to get.
News, everyone! The slime is flowing again!
Just keep doing your thing.
Big ooze.
Hellstone.
That big ooze came in and just smorked me down. Gone and Fryer.
Into the bosses.
Yep, just pump damage on
Run
boss. We
away.
got enough.
Good kill. Good job.
Good job, guys.
Nice.
Yeah, so for reference, Soft and Rage is pretty much right at 5 minutes. That's a 5 minute and 0.52 second kill. So that's right up against it. That'll get easier the more gear we get, the faster we can kill it. But it's gonna have to be that clean or cleaner to get it done.
I got a res timer. I'll be okay. There we go.
I think that blood is sorry.
Alright. Let's do the shard first, and then the blood to sorry, correct.
Oh, trauma. Nice.
Yeah, good ones.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's so good?
Yeah, it's really good. Alright, everybody come meet me out in front of the ramp up to Putricide, and then we can go sit in this tunnel and get hit by bugs for like 3 minutes for no reason.
While we reflask.
Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't do that until after we're done talking about Putricide, because, buddy, there's going to be some stuff to talk about. Yeah, this is a extremely annoying, low stress couple of minutes here, so once everyone's here, we'll just run into the thing and we'll do some loot. All right, we're walking forward.
Alright, on this trauma, I got 2 major upgrades. Me and Lily I've gotten a fair number of items so far, so going to Lily, congrats.
Congrats, dude. Very good item.
Boys.
Hail to the night.
Congrats.
A couple more of those for our non-Valenier holders, and we'll be all set. I'll want to refer to thread under raid prep. I posted some artwork on the right feature side a few days ago as a reference while I'm talking about this. Also, just looking at the room will help because the way the room is laid out should inform you as to how the fight goes. Adjust that helm. I'm assuming that helm's a disenchant, not a you actually want that thing. I can now.
If I didn't say anything yet, can I?
Got it.
And then,
That's Neva. That's Lily. Good lord. Why does this have to take this long? Alright. Alright, here we are in Putreside's Laboratory of Alchemical Horrors and Fun. So, first off, this is a 3-phase fight. The first 2 phases are pretty similar, with just an extra wrinkle or 2 in phase 2. The third phase is going to require pretty significantly coordinated attempt by myself to Strega, Eggs, and Friar in order to keep stacks of a debuff low, in order to stop those stacks from exploding the entire raid group. But we have a plan for that. Or at least I have a plan for that, and soon everyone else will also have a plan for that. TLDR for that plan is in the raid note right now. And that last phase is a, pretty much all-out DPS race to kill the boss before those debuffs stack up too high. So make sure you have cooldowns, and make sure we hold Lust for last phase. Conveniently ticks over at Warlock Execute phase, and I think Mage Execute phase, so that's neat. This fight is probably going to be, I don't know, 7-ish minutes at least. Actually, let me reference something real quick. Okay, I did this in a pug last night, and I think our DPS is better, and that took 7.5 minutes. So we are absolutely not trying heroic. This is probably the second hardest fight in this entire dungeon. Heroic, this is going to be truly fucked up. So no, we are not even going to sniff heroic for the moment. We're going full normal mode here. All right, phase 1. It's when the boss is between. Is it still on heroic? Okay, well, we're changing that. Yep. Thank you for that. Phase 1, between 100% and 80%. Friar will be tanking the boss. Eggs will be running to the table behind the boss and drinking from the table to become an abomination. Eggs will use his abomination abilities to slurp up ooze on the ground and use the energy he gets from that to slow various adds that will spawn. The boss will be throwing ooze on the ground. Don't stand in that ooze. First ad that will spawn will come out of this green tank. It will spawn approximately where I'm pinging right there. We're going to be tanking the boss kind of over there to begin with. Melee, we want to be stacked up, again, on the diamond, and beating that thing's ass as soon as it spawns. We want our backs to be kind of towards the range. We're going to be out here, in the middle of the room-ish. That ad is going to fixate a random player. That player is going to be rooted in place. The ad is going to move towards that player. They're going to take some damage. They'll need to be healed. When it reaches them, it will explode, dealing split damage between everyone who it hits and knocking them back. If a person has to take it solo, they will fucking die. If 2 people have to take it, they might die. If a bunch of us take it all at once, we'll be fine. Once it explodes, it fixates on a new player and moves towards them. When it reaches them, it explodes. That must be soaked, etc., so on until it dies. Couple things. Making sure as melee that we are all getting bounced in more or less the same direction is important, so that, like, say for instance, y'all aren't all over there getting bounced over to the south side of the room, and I'm alone over here getting bounced to the north side of the room, and then all of a sudden the use fixates me and it runs at me and I die because I'm alone. That would feel awfully silly if I were me. I believe it does a lily, but it's not necessary for this difficulty. That said, if you somehow get caught by yourself and you're fixated in the middle of nowhere, maybe drop a snake trap. It'll save you. That's the green ooze. The red ooze will spawn from this side, more or less on my ping. We are not going range, turn, and burn on this immediately for max range. Melee do not go in on this until it has selected a target. This will fixate a person. That person will be able to move. They will take pretty heavy dot damage while they kite the thing around. If the thing hits them, it will wipe the raid. Everyone in the raid will take like 45,000 damage. Do not be spaced out, not paying attention, get fixated by this thing, and kill everybody. Please and thank you. We may get a red ooze before we... so it ticks down stacks of the dot will from 10 to 0. If it reaches 0 stacks, it will pick a new target. It should be killed before that happens. But if it's not killed before that happens, yes, it will pick a new target. If the red slime isn't slowed by the A-bomb, it's a great time for boots because it will be faster than you. However, it should be slowed by eggs the A-bomb at all times, so it should not be faster than you. You can kite it at normal movement speed pretty safely. We may or may not get a red ooze before phase 2 starts, depending on how our DPS is performing. We'll see. Ideally, we don't want to get oozes around phase changes, especially going into phase 3, so we'll have to keep an eye on that and not push the boss too quickly, but if it happens from phase 1 to 2, it happens. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully it won't. Boss gets to 80%. He throws gas that stuns everybody in the room. He walks over the table, slurps more potions, comes out with tentacles on his back, and does the same shit as he did in phase 1. Spawns adds, throws ooze on the ground. In addition, he has 2 more abilities. He has choking gas bombs. These look like orange beakers, basically, that he just puts on the ground behind him. These explode after a short time. They deal damage in an AoE to anyone in that explosion range. They also reduce hit chance of anyone hit by that explosion by 100% for 15 seconds. Friar, move the boss when he drops gas bombs.
That's
Melee,
one, too.
don't
That's one,
stand
too.
on top of the
Okay.
bombs. Everyone else also don't stand on top of the bombs.
You think that's going to be like a full room kite thing, or a moving back?
It doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, some of where we move is going to be dependent on who spawns.
Okay.
We're going to mostly try and occupy this north side of the room.
Yep.
Just because being near the red spawn is spooky, because, yeah, obvious reasons. However, the likelihood is we're going to have to be moving from south back to north after the green ooze spawns, because the green ooze is going to be knocking us across the room this way.
Got it.
So natural movement will sort of take you away from them, but if you happen to have time to stand still and he drops them, just move a little bit. Everyone else will move with you.
Got it.
Second ability, which should only be cast on range, assuming we have enough people at range. So ranged and healers, stay at range, don't stack in melee, is Malleable Goo. On normal, I believe he only throws 2 of these out at a time, but short version is he throws big bouncing globs of goo at random members of the raid at range. These look sort of like the explosions from the last fight. but they'll bounce along the ground towards the person who's targeted with them, and they'll explode at their destination. These deal pretty heavy damage in an AoE, like 25k damage, and reduce cast and attack speed by 250% for 15 seconds. This is very bad, so yeah, just keep your eyes open and don't get hit by that shit. The further you are from the boss, the more time you'll have to react, so try not to stack up too tight on the boss. Ranged inhalers, keep your distance as much as you can safely while dealing with the other mechanics.
So it won't chase us, though.
What won't chase you? The goo?
Yeah.
No, it goes to where it's initially targeted at. So, say, for instance, Friar is the boss at the square, and he throws a malleable goo at me, the diamond. I move here. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
If you were also standing on me there, you would also have to move. So just be aware. That's it. We alternate killing the various ads. We dodge the various AoE bad things. We continue damaging the boss when we're able. And we take him down slowly to 35%. At 35%, he once again stuns the entire room. Goes over, drinks more potions, comes out as a giant abomination monster. At this point, Eggs gets thrown out of the A-bomb suit, and the boss goes after Friar. Boss begins stacking a debuff on his current threat target. This debuff scales exponential shadow damage on the entire raid. So basically the object of this phase is to 1, burn Lust and all of our DPS cooldowns and kill the boss as fast as possible, and 2, distribute that debuff in low stacks across multiple targets so that the raid doesn't end up taking like 15k shadow damage a second. So the plan for that is in the raid note that I've pushed out. Friar won't be tanking the boss initially, so Friar will just start with it. Friar will get to 2 stacks. I'll let him keep the boss right up until he's about to get a 3rd stack. I will blow all my defensive cooldowns and I will taunt. I will take that stack. Eggs, you should immediately taunt off me once I have it. Once that 1 stack is on me, you take it. You take it for 2 stacks. To Strega, you do the same shit.
1, 2.
As soon as, like, a couple seconds before a 3rd stack is going to hit Eggs,
Testing.
you bark skin, we pain sup you as a bear, obviously. You take a single stack, then Friar takes it off you for 1. Then Eggs takes it off him.
That's 1, 2.
By that point, hopefully the boss will be dead. If the boss isn't dead, we'll figure something out.
Maybe figuring
Then you
things
might be
out.
able to take one with like distracting shot and deterrence.
You want me in full bear form, gear, spec for
No.
this?
No. That's why we're blowing heavy cooldowns on you.
Got it.
We'll probably blow a D-stack for you as well, just to be safe. The wrinkle here is that, you know, obviously the more stacks we have, or the higher the individual stack is on any given tank, the higher damage the raid will be taking. However, if anyone who has one of those stacks dies, the boss will heal a lot, like enough that we will not be able to overcome the health gained in damage before we get the raid wipes number of stacks on somebody.
Testing.
So everybody who takes a debuff must survive. Other people can die. Hopefully they won't, but they can. If any of us dies, it's basically a guaranteed wipe. Also, since the abomination suit is gone, we will have no way to soak up the ooze in the room. So we're going to be having to move the boss sort of steadily around the room to avoid the increasingly growing piles of ooze, whilst also dodging the bombs, whilst also dodging the malleable goo, and burning the boss.
Poop.
And that's the fight. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Sucky.
Cool. I don't anticipate this being a one-shot, so let's start doing some polls and learning as we go. Let's get buffed back up. 40 flasks. Need a flask on Daratan. All right. Oh, lastly, don't cleanse. Eggs' abomination suit will show up as a disease. There are no cleansable mechanics on this fight. Do not cleanse the abomination suit off of eggs. That will be very bad.
Good news, everyone. I think I've perfected a plague that will destroy all life on Azeroth.
Right about here is fine.
Okay. Do I want to move us out of ooze?
Yeah. First experiment coming up. Swap to this thing.
Help soak.
It's on Darren.
Help soak.
Unfortunately, getting an overlap here, but we'll see what this looks like. Get away from that red side. It's going to be Kadrin, Isk, Lu, Daratan, Rav. Y'all need to create some... Will, y'all got to create some distance between yourselves and that gas cloud. Ranged as soon as the stun fades, you're turning and burning that. Melee, we are waiting.
What?
Wait till it picks a target.
Where'd those come from?
Whoever this targets, you are kiting. Alright. On it, all DPM.
Watch your step.
Watch Malleable Goo. Alright, fire move the boss. And we're back on the boss. Gonna have a green ooze coming up here. Going through the ooze. It doesn't have to be super far. Melee on the ooze. With me.
Watch your step. Help soak.
Soak this.
Help soak.
Get to suit. Bad spot, man. Alright, move the boss a little bit. Don't want to necessarily be like
Watch
all
your
the way out on
step.
the edge here. You can bring him to sort of where the ooze is. Red one coming out. Range swap, create some distance. Wait till he picks a target, man. He's chasing Isk. Get on him.
Watch your step.
Watch the goo. Back on boss. Careful with bombs.
What's the size of the bomb explosion? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Not super big. Alright, Melee, I want you on diamond here. On diamond, Melee.
Watch your step. Help soak. Help soak.
Sorry. Alright, finish it off.
Help soak.
Alright, so far so good. Just working it down bit by bit.
Target you.
Rogues, if you can expose, I'm never going to be able to keep up Sunders here. Not until last phase, anyway. Red ooze up, range, turn and burn. Melee, wait for a target. Let's chase Nisk again on this thing. DPS on the ooze. Try not to run through that green if you can avoid it. Isk, you gotta
Watch your step.
get out of there, man. Don't get cornered. here. Stop DPS on boss. Stop DPS on boss. All DPS on the green here. Melee on diamond.
Watch your step. Help soak.
Spy quick. Alright. Push this off.
Help soak.
Here is Nebo. Hit boss. Hit boss hard here. Alright. So we are going to phase here. We have no ooze down. This is great. This is actually super fucking ideal. So Friar, you're taking this for 2 stacks. Then I'll take it off you for 1. Then eggs off me.
Okay.
Just be ready to move them around the room. Stay out of green puddles. Keep dodging mechanics.
Excuse me.
Lust.
Watch your step.
Move boss. He's got bombs. Alright. Taunting in 3, 2, 1. Boss on me for a sec. Eggs take it. Good. Now eggs
Watch
first.
your step.
Move boss. Move boss. Alright, Destrega, be a bear. Wait for my call. Bark skin. Taunt now. Paints up Destrega.
Watch your step.
Friar, take it. And honestly, just hold it. Hold it, we'll kill it.
Yep. Damn.
God damn, it's so much easier doing shit not in pugs, dude.
Good fucking job.
Nice job. Honestly, a really, really nice job. There's a lot going on in that fight, so good shit. Yeah, you did say it, Cadron, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We only have 1
2
death the whole
vanquishers.
time too.
Any vanquishers?
That was legitimately easier on 25 than 10. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that was pretty well coordinated all around, so nice job, everybody. All right, we're off to the vampire wing, where there is a fight with arguably much more going on. Council is kind of fucking crazy. More opportunities to blow up all your friends.
It's too far away.
This trash can be kind of spooky, yeah.
Big flares. Dropping frames. This is taking so long to pick up. This mic is annoying.
All right. This trash can be kind of annoying. Just head on a swivel. There would be some stuff to cleanse, etc. I believe the advisor will just be randomly bopping people. At least it looks like a bot, but it's actually just an immunity from everything, which is kind of annoying under a target priving, but what can you do? Kill the skull next first. Heal people who have blood mirror.
It's like the oh no, that's right. Yeah, it's like metal.
Yeah. The horns.
Is that it?
The Dio sign.
I can't cast that yet.
All right, we got 2 packs in here plus a patrol. Let's try not to get the patrol at the same time as the pack.
Rolls on the left.
Yeah, pull right. Kill these tacticians. These guys are fucking assholes.
I can't cast that yet.
Just wait a second. Very impressed with that patricide kill. That was really nicely done, everyone.
Working.
I got some Vanquisher tokens, top 2. Good luck, Vanquishers. I got eggs and Lou, congrats.
Congrats, you too. Alright, send it. So we got the patrol. He's bleeding substantially, it looks like. Let's keep him up.
What?
If you need to, after these pulls are done, if the tank is bleeding profusely, you can bop him. What can you do?
Bad game design.
They let skeletons bleed now, so
Yeah, everything bleeds now.
that's great. Bob eggs. It's embalming fluid. That's good headcanon. Let's go
I
with
like that. Dirthead, I like that.
All right, I got a leather belt here. Going to Distrega. Apologies for my dragon. Doesn't have any items from my CA.
Congrats on your first item from IceCrown. Okay, so this fight's a little complicated. One sec, actually. To discuss something briefly. All right. Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to try to tank in this for now on normal. I think we'll probably have to use 3 when we eventually start doing it on heroic, but for now, let's go with the 2. So Friar will be taking the 2 melee princes, Valinar and Taldaram, marking them with a diamond in a circle for the moment. Eggs will be tanking Prince Keliseth. Each of these guys has a couple of things that they do. Each of these guys will have some of the things that they do empowered by a blood orb during the fight. During the fight, the prince that is empowered by the blood orb will be the only one who is taking damage. They all share a health pool, but only one of them has that health pool at a time. So we will be target swapping throughout the fight to whichever the, quote unquote active boss is, even though they will all be active and doing stuff at the same time. So let's just go left to right, I suppose. And we'll be starting on Valinar, as he is always the first active, but from left to right, Keliseth is the simplest. Keliseth will be tanked by Eggs. He will be shooting shadow lances at Eggs. Eggs will be taking oodles of shadow damage throughout the fight. He will mitigate this shadow damage by grabbing little shadowy balls from around the room called dark nuclei. Don't hit these unless you are Eggs. I repeat, do not hit these unless you are Eggs. When the raid is attacking Keliseth, don't use like single targeted cleaving abilities, if that makes sense. Stuff like cleave, I think, like multi-shot and maybe explosive shot. I can't recall, but generally speaking, try and avoid cleaving when we are hitting the star. Yeah. Eggs needs those balls to survive, and no one else should be touching those. When he is empowered, all he does is just hit much harder. So we'll likely need some active cooldowns on Eggs during that phase, or at the very least, just very heavy healing, depending how many nuclei he's able to amass around himself. Those will die during the fight, just sort of naturally over time. So you'll likely see Eggs running around the room like mad, trying to collect more. That's normal. This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. He's got a handle on it. Middle guy, Valinar. This will be the first boss that's active. We'll put down periodically little swirly white circles on the ground called shock vortexes. These will knock back and do damage to anyone in a pretty sizable AoE around them.
Oh.
When he is empowered, his shock vortex will be empowered. What this does is it generates a shock vortex around every player in the raid. So when he casts Empowered Shock Vortex, every player in the raid should be spread at least 12 yards from every other player in the raid. If you look in the PSA thread, plan thread that I pinged everyone into I think yesterday. I don't remember. Sometime this week. Might have been today. You will see a rough positioning chart for melee, ranged. You got this whole fucking room to play with, so play with it. That semicircle, circular area in front of the stage, ranged, fuck off out of there. That area is for healers. Do not be bouncing healers around the room and killing them with your explosions. I don't care if you have to stop DPS for a second. Get out of there. That is exactly, Sue. That is the healer zone. Only cringe DPS player is not allowed. Melee, just take a look at the stage, and you can use those panels back there, those 3 areas for reference for that positional chart. For instance, I will be going to the inside of that one on the far right. Down the steps from me will be Grouchy. No assigned spots for healers, Couch, and I just generally put a sprinkling of range DPS and healer icons on the map so y'all had an idea of more or less where you would be. But y'all can find your own positions in that area. I trust y'all not to be stepping on each other's toes. Just don't stand directly on top of each other. Give each other 12-yard space. This is probably as good a time as any to mention the kinetic bombs. There will be, at any given point in time, probably 2 kinetic bombs up at a time. These will be little glowy balls that are slowly falling from the ceiling to the ground. If these reach the ground, they will explode and deal damage to and deal a significant knockback to everyone in the raid. These just need to be hit from time to time to keep them bouncing in the air. It's like a little tetherball type thing. The easiest way to deal with this by far is to simply have a warlock or a hunter stick their pet on the ball and have it sit underneath it and just bop it when it comes close to the ground. So if you, warlock or hunter who I'm speaking to in this raid, are the type like myself to like macro in pet attack to most of your spells to make sure your pets are hitting what you're hitting, you should use something else for this fight. And if you see a kinetic bomb, just stick a pet on it, set it and forget it until that kinetic bomb is gone and a new one comes up. If anyone sees kinetic bombs in the room that are unattended, please call them out and ping an approximate location so someone can deal with it. And, then deal with it yourself until you see someone else with a pet dealing with it. All right. This is very important. I do not want those things going off. And lastly, Taldaram will also be tanked by Friar. We'll be mailing a lot of the time. We'll be shooting out little flame orbs at a random player from time to time. And when he is empowered, we'll shoot out an empowered flame orb. This is the 3rd image in that series of images. Technically, strictly speaking, this lineup formation is not necessary in normal mode. What is absolutely necessary is that whoever is targeted gets as far away as possible from the boss and is not next to any other players. This is like kind of a group soak thing in that the more people who are in line who the ball passes through, they will soak more damage off of it. But it is not a group soak where it lands. It deals full damage to everybody where it lands. So if you are targeted with this thing and you run into a group of people thinking, these people will save me, you are mistaken. What will actually happen is that you and all of those people will probably die. So if you are targeted with an empowered ball of flame, what I want you to do is yeet yourself to the, like, over here or somewhere else. Just run to a wall far to the opposite side of the room. Get the fuck out of there. This is like the greatest time to use your nitro boosts if you're an engineer, or like a sprint or a blink or whatever to create distance. Just get out of there. If you don't have a way to create a reasonable amount of distance, like me, if I'm targeted with this, I'm probably just going to try and get as far away as I can from people and then die. That's my plan. Lastly, if all of these weren't enough reasons to spread out throughout the room, there will be a periodic just cone attack where he looks at a random player, shoots sparks at them. Anyone in that cone gets hit with a debuff that does a dot to them. This is dispellable. Please just dispel it. And that is it. I know that's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of different stuff going on, lots of different targets, lots of things to remember. Big deal things. Don't touch the dark nuclei. Don't run empowered ball of flame into other people.
That's one,
when
too.
empowered shock vortex is about to be cast, get to your positions and get away from other people.
Why is it?
Last chance to review that first image melee DPS for your positioning during empowered shock vortex. That's going to happen very early on in this fight, and if you did not look at that and understand it, it will be very obvious. So does anyone have any questions before we get started here? Dope. Nebo needs some food. Worth noting, since we are 2 tanking this, you should expect there to be relatively heavy damage on Friar in particular. And then also, I mean, obviously also on eggs when Keliseth is empowered. But prepare for some fairly heavy tanking healing. We will probably lust on Tal'Daram. We will not be lusting Pole. I think we'll probably lust Tal'Daram just because, you know, only one person should have to move for the empowered flame, and won't have people just going nuts and cleaving down all of Eggs' orbs. There's RP the first time we pull this, so I'm just going to walk in and start the RP.
Foolish mortals. You thought us defeated so easily. The Sand Lane of the Lich King's immortal
Now would be a great time to start finding your initial position.
You shall face
Range DPS, your initial position should not be inside this area. This is a healer area. There's a lot of space to use.
If you have a really long range, try and move back a little bit.
Yeah, I'll stay out of the kill box.
Merely a setback. Blood will flow. The power of the orb. Valenar will have his vengeance.
Vortex in 2, melee move out, find your position.
Delight in the pain.
See how accurate my timers are. So far, not very. Whatever, I'm fine with it.
Spread.
Okay, there it is. Wait there.
Healer's got to move out a little bit.
Alright, back in. It's Keliseth. Heavy healing on eggs. Swap on star. No cleaving here.
Waste.
Careful of explosive shot, please. Just killed an orb off eggs. Paints up eggs, please. Kinetic bomb near stage. Okay, looks like she's on it. Good job. There's another one on that far side of the stage. It's not being attended to. It's about to land near the bosses over there. Just landed. That's what that looks like. Alright, going to Tal'Daram. Eggs is dead, okay. Here as eggs. Shock Vortex under us, Friar, you gotta move. Whoever this is on, run. Run away. Naya, run. Lust. Nebo rest. Let's move boss.
Blood will flow.
Back on Keliseth. He is one-shotting people. Eggs, can you taunt him? I don't know if that's possible or not. It's back on eggs, back on egg. Don't cleave here. Don't cleave. It's heavy healing on it. Eggs, you gotta move a little bit. That's a shock vortex. That's what that looks like. Let's keep eggs up. Lou, if you can, B-res Destrega, B-res blood.
Blood will flow.
Careful shock vortex, there's just a bunch out. Back on Valinar.
With the power of the orb.
Can I have your innervate, Striker?
Have his vengeance.
Yeah.
Spread.
Empowered shock vortex positions. Spread. Alright, back on. All things considered, this is going well. I think we got this.
Delight in the pain. I can't pass.
If there's an innervate available, okay, I can use it.
Blood, do it.
Spread.
Empowered, move. Spread. Back in. Got a swap in 2 seconds. It's back to Talder. Shock vortex under us, Friar. Just careful for empowered flame. If we don't wipe our raid with empowered flame, we're good. We're good.
Good work.
We are motherfucking gaming today.
That was way easier than 10-man for some reason.
Oh god, yeah.
Well, there are some ways in which scaling up your raid makes things easier. You have a lot more options for handling
Punishment
stuff.
sack.
Punishment sack, yeah.
That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're big kinking in this raid. Yeah. Noticeable OMFG. We'll address that in future weeks. Good job, though. I saw you handling it. Thank you for that.
So what is the thing that just one-shots people?
That was the boss that Eggs was tanking getting loose because Eggs died, and I don't think it's tauntable. And so he was having to establish threat on it, and so it just murdered-balled everybody. Don't just run into this stuff. We're going to want to pull these things not all together if possible.
I'm fairly certain I was able to grip that back, so I didn't realize it was still loose on me. So
okay. Yeah, it was just machine gunning like a few people. I don't think this stuff will chain. I'm hoping it won't. Kill the tactician first in any case. Let's pull this back though. Nice job on that fight. We definitely chained something. Did we chain everything? We chained everything. Alright, let's get kicks out. Stuff under control. Big dude coming in who's going to be very angry. Just be careful of it. Kill skull. I guess we should just AoE the rest of this down at this point. It's low enough. Disregard. Murder at L. Cleave off skull if you're doing that. God, I'm blood mirror.
I don't have a target.
And we are so good.
Is trash the same on normal and heroic?
Yes.
There's a fish still in the wall for people who are dead.
Remember we used to CC shit?
Sure do, bud.
Weird times.
I remember Tempest Keep trash, and I wish not to remember it.
I was just about to say I could go walk you through every Leotheris trash pull right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Here comes a ring for casters.
We need to get closer.
I could probably do it from memory without looking at it. Congrats, Daratan. Let's pull this back. Murder the tactician. Stella listed over this hill should be fine. Kicks or whatnot on those dudes in the back. Rip them in.
I got a helmet major upgrade for Rex.
Congrats on your punishment, Zach.
You like that, A-Rex?
Oh, it's boss here.
There's a boss here. All right. This can be a somewhat hectic fight. This is a fairly healing intensive fight in addition to being a big old damage race. I'll say ahead of time that it's very likely that people may fuck up the bite mechanic at some point. And that's going to be very obvious when that happens. All I ask is that it not happen twice with the same people. That being said, I think the ways in which we can die here are mostly mechanic based, and it's going to be us just not having enough damage because we haven't done the mechanics correctly enough to enable our damage. So I'm going to run it from the top here. While I'm doing this, y'all can take a look at positional diagrams in that same PSA thread right under the ones for Prince Council. Note these are not exact placements. This room is actually smaller than I remembered it being when I drew this, and I came in here the other night on my Paladin and realized like we're probably gonna need a little bit more space for y'all. So don't look at those and think, all right, this is my spot. This is exactly where I should go. Think of that as like a rough guideline. That being said, rundown of boss mechanics off the top. First up, Blood Mirror. Person closest to her main threat target also takes split damage. So eggs, fryer stacked tight on top of each other. That said, it's like shared damage. So I actually think we should put the boss on fryer just because on average you take less damage than eggs. So that just makes sense. I think eggs has slightly higher threat output, but I don't imagine threat will be an issue, particularly since bit people don't do threat. So send the boss to Fryer, and we can just reduce a little bit of the tank damage that way. She will periodically put a little bit of an extra bleed onto her non-main threat Blood Mirror target, so just be prepared for the fact that eggs will take a tiny bit of extra damage here and there. Nothing that beacons should not be able to take care of. Second, she casts Blood Bolts on people. This is just a random targeted ability on members of the raid at range, as long as we have enough people at range, which we will unless you all die. This is one of the reasons you are spread out throughout the room. You must be spread 6 yards or more from your friends in order to avoid splashing this to your friends. Don't make people take extra damage. Speaking of damage, the entire raid is taking damage every few seconds. Just gotta heal through it. Swarming Shadows is an ability that will be cast on a random player. This is literally the fire drops under you mechanic from Jiraxis. Run out to the walls, drop it along the edge of the walls. Do not drop this shit in melee. Do not drop this shit in the middle of the room. Pay attention. If you get the mechanic, run the mechanic out. Let's see, I think it's after 125 seconds, and then every 100 seconds after that, she runs to the middle of the room, casts a 4-second AoE fear, which is dispellable, immutable through all the usual means, fear ward, berserker rage, can be broken with human racial, can be bubbled out of, can be blocked out of, probably cloaked beforehand, etc. And then she flies up into the air and channels for 6 seconds, where she hits everyone in the raid simultaneously with Blood Bolt. This ability is called Blood Bolt Whirl. The entire raid will take 36,000 shadow damage over 6 seconds. We'll obviously DSAC and Aura Mastery shadow this, but additionally, everyone should go to more or less the positions in that second image to avoid splashing to your friends. Spread out. Leave the middle of the room for healers so they can reach everybody. Don't splash it onto your friends, or they'll probably die. You'll probably die, because they'll also be splashing it onto you. And finally, the mechanic that actually makes the fight work, and which is like the driving force behind our damage for the fight. Shortly after we start fighting the boss, she will target the highest threat non-tank on her threat list, and she will bite them. That person will start doing twice as much damage. A minute later, they will be overcome by their bloodthirst. Their action bars will be replaced by a bar that has one button on it, and they will have to bite someone else. The first person who is bit, and only the first person who is bit, I want you to wait until you have like 5 or fewer seconds left on your bite timer to bite somebody. The only reason we're doing that is just to delay an overlap with the second air phase, so we don't have people running around needing to bite people during the air phase and exploding all over each other. If you, a person who needs to bite somebody, do not bite somebody within 15 seconds of your bloodlust happening, you will go insane. You will be permanently mind controlled. You will have like 300,000 HP and do a shitload of damage to everyone around you. And you won't be CCable. And also, importantly, you will not be dealing damage to the boss, and you will not have bit someone else who will also be dealing double damage to the boss. TLDR, this kind of fucks us, especially if it happens early. We cannot meet the damage check for this unless people are using the bites correctly. I don't really have a plan for who gets bit first. I don't really particularly care right now. The first couple bites, I'm going to try and coordinate. I'm just going to tell you who I want you to bite for that first person. And then after that, it's just going to be up to each individual person to find someone near them who hasn't been bitten and bite them. Ideally, we want this to be like a high DPS individual. But yeah, I mean, ideally we don't want you to be biting healers. Katrin is correct. However, if you are about to go insane and the only person near you to bite is a healer, fucking bite them. But, I mean, we've got a fair amount of heavy hitters in this raid. You look around, you should be able to find somebody. People who have been bitten will be kind of like glowing slightly purpley. Visually, it's pretty easy to see who they are. We'll hold lust until near the end of the fight when we have the most number of people in the raid who have been bitten, and then we'll rip it and finish it from there. That's it. Anybody got any questions? There aren't a lot of mechanics, but some of the mechanics there are very punishing if they're not executed correctly. Any questions? Any at all? Cool.
I have one. The bite mechanic is just getting near to a person, or I have to click anything?
You have to click on them, and then when it's time for you to bite them, your action bars should just disappear and be replaced with an empty action bar with a 1 button. You click on somebody and then you press the 1 button on them, and you should bite them and your regular bar should reappear again.
Okay.
There may be some add-ons depending on what you're using for your action bars that may fuck with this. I'm hoping that doesn't pop up for us. If it does, we'll deal with it. Yeah, any other questions?
No, just real quick. The ring for the previous boss there 10 passed, so Gratzberg.
Gratzberg. Yeah, lastly, we'll probably plan for who gets first bitten at some point, but I'm not planning on it right now. That being said, don't do dumb shit to try and get bit first. Like, don't have people trick you, don't turn on Righteous Fury, don't be in defensive stance if you're me, etc. Don't, like, try and get threat. It's silly. Lust phase is very late. Lust phase is, like, very late in the fight. It's gonna be after, like, our 4th round of bites, maybe. Disc flask up. Let's come on down here. Alright, let's do the thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have made an unwise decision. Know my hunger. Just a taste.
Run the mill if you have packed, run the mill. Distraga when the time comes, bite Varric.
Got it. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Shit.
No, that's fine. You're fine. I forgot that part to the Pact to the Darkfall mechanic. You get linked with people, run in the middle and meet with them. It's me again. Get to the middle. This is the reverse Mother Shiraz line. Instead of getting away from each other, you're getting towards each other.
Run out. Keep moving. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Alright, Distraga. Wait for a little bit and then go bite Varric before we run out. Okay, not that long.
Yeah, it took too long.
Alright, wipe it. Standard fire.
Can we kill Distraga first?
You can try, man. He's pretty fucking huge. Alright, we got him. Nice.
Suck it.
Sorry, I didn't see the timer.
It's okay.
Really? Is that all you've got? Really? Is that all you've got? Unfortunate.
Saw a fair number of the mechanics at least, so we probably honestly died too close to the stage to get res. I don't know exactly what her threat range is like, but I'd rather not risk it. So I'm gonna run.
Let me say wait a second. Why were you saying wait?
So if you bite as soon as you're able to with the first bite, at some point during the second air phase, that round of bites will come up when like the entire raid needs to be spread. So I'm trying to avoid the overlap of people needing to bite each other and also needing to spread out to avoid dying.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. So you'll have 15 seconds from...
Upgrade your ring, sorry.
Where do they teleport to?
Same upper spire. There isn't like a boss-based teleporter, so we just gotta make the run back.
There's a Valkyr flying around, so what can I do? Be aware of that.
Exercise caution. Careful if you're going across right now. It has been pulled onto young Garen. May he rest in peace. Friar has now pulled it. I don't know if we have. We probably do. All right. We got Spy to heal. Pull this back though, because the one in the outer ring is also patrolling. Let's get Pack off, please. Friar, you need RF up. What's up? How did I just get through? Alright. Best of luck, everybody. Thanks.
Keep moving in, there's another room.
Did you ask if we need help, Sue? Yeah. I don't think you're going to be able to. You're so far away. We should have just let Darren die.
Last time I tried to save Darren.
You really did just run into the thing that was actively being called out, Will. It's true.
I mean, how would he know? You know, it's not
I
like he
thought
said,
I could
"Watch
sneak
out for
past
the
them.
Valkyrie."
I didn't know how big their aggro range was.
It's pretty big. Speaking of which, that other one is coming in from the right. Be careful. I'm not going to chance it personally because I'm not an engineer. Oh, I'm getting summoned. Hell yeah. See you, losers.
This is nepotism right here.
You want to just run it back home if G will summon you up?
So, where does the timer show up for how long you have left on your bite? Is it a debuff?
I didn't
Honestly,
find it. I don't know.
I can't remember. I think you just, if you're not the first person bitten, it doesn't matter. Just bite someone, bite your target ASAP. Everyone after the first one is trying to get their vampirism spread as quickly as possible.
Is there something under this crate here?
Yeah,
It's
blocked
an
it by
elevator.
camera.
Oh.
Is that how you get to Syndra? Oh no, it's how you get back.
Yeah.
No, once we kill the boss, this grate will break and it'll drop us down into the Blood Prince Council room, and then we can just run out that way.
Great.
Haha. Yeah, that chandelier up above breaks it. All right. We need food on Destrega, Nebo, Grouchy, and Isk. These
There's
flasks
a wallfish
are
over
very
here.
close to running out, but I'm pretty sure this is a 5-minute enrage timer, so 6 minutes on flasks is okay, because the enrage is a hard fuck you, everyone's dead in 2 seconds enrage. That being said, actually, we have less than an hour left in raid, so rip your flasks if you're in need. No point waiting. And then when Vlaz gets back, we will get going.
Oh.
All right. Here comes your full timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have made an unwise decision.
Uni. Alright, Uni. When the time comes, bite to Strega. Won't be for a while now. Move with your links.
Run out. Keep moving. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Bite him. Alright. Strega, you're biting Nebo next. Uni, get Varric. Just know where your people are in the room. You're gonna want to bite them ASAP this time. Okay, she's going to move to the middle in fear in 10 seconds. Remember where you're going. Here come.
Fear incoming.
Spread 6 yards. 6 yards from everybody. 6 yards from your friends. Spread out. Friar DSAC. Alright, back on her. Get your targets, bite your targets.
Is that all you got?
Y'all just gotta move to eggs. I don't know how that's possible, but move to them. Get Cadron up, get Sari up ASAP. Everyone free for all your bites now. Just bite someone near you who does good damage. Yes, can you pick Sari up, please?
I already got cat.
Have to bite soon. Get ready to do it. Pick someone, get near him. Get your bites out.
Just a taste.
Distracted, can I have your Urniface?
Kill Distrega, kill Distrega, kill Distrega.
Fear incoming.
Fear, get to your spots.
Spread.
Cadron DSAC. Hellstone's here. Probably down too many people. Go ahead and lust. Just in case, but it's probably gonna, yeah. Wipe it up, get back towards the back of the room for recovery.
Is that all you've got? Such a pity.
I started looking around to bite, and I'm like, nope, that's a healer. That's a healer. That's a healer. That's a healer.
I think there were a number of targets you could have just picked in melee.
Yeah.
That's sort of why I'm trying to split
got?
the initial bites between melee and range, so we have a more or less equal distribution, so you don't have to go too far. Just don't go overthink it. Just you got 15 seconds. Pick somebody. Is the range 100 on what? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Again, I don't. 100 yards on what? The bite is a melee range. You gotta be up on him to bite him.
Do we have any plan for breaking the second round of fears? Like, my human racial was down from the first one.
Actually, I meant to swap one thing. So you have a tremor down for Aleli. You can get mass dispels out. You don't have a lot of shamans, unfortunately, but priests can fear ward themselves and mass dispel. Other than that, not really. Just get to your position as soon as you can. It's not like you'll have a tiny bit of time. I would say just hold sprint for that, if anything.
Yeah, well, the problem was I got feared way out of position and had like 3 people boot directly right over top of me and blow everybody up.
Oh! Well, that is unfortunate. Like, it's just, everyone has to not panic during that phase, which is funny because the thing is called Inside Panic, but just relax. It's only 6 yards of separation you need. If you can't get to your exact position, there are plenty of positions that will be open where you can be. Just find some wiggle room. You might, I don't know, you might be able to cloak, like pre-cloak that. In any case, it was better than the first pool.
Sure.
Hailstones would be great. So we have this set ahead of time. That first air phase, when she's up in the air, the fear has ended and she starts whirling. Friar, can we get your DSAC? And sorry, your Shadow Aura Mastery. Second phase, Spy, let's get your DSAC, and Kadrin, your Shadow Aura Mastery. Let's see. Yeah, we were, until we hit disaster mode there, we were well on pace for damage, so if we do the mechanics correctly, we'll be good there. Can we we get an intellect out on Cadron, please? Food for Destrega and Sue, and a flask for Vlas.
How is Destrega supposed to eat? He doesn't know how to bite.
Oh my god.
Oh. Got him.
He did get him. He fucking roasted you.
Buried.
Just obliterated.
I can't even.
All right. Hey, sometimes you get got.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Give you a little cat feeding
1.
tube.
You have made an unwise decision.
Alright, Uni, you're getting Destrega. 3rd time's the charm.
Line, gather.
Bring your packs together.
Line, gather.
Clear your links. And bite him.
Just a taste.
Clear links, clear links. Get to the middle. Strega. Bite Nebo. Uni get Varric. Got fears in 10 seconds.
Just a taste.
Fear in 2. Prepare.
Fear incoming.
Destrega, can I have your
Defensive cooldowns out.
Spread.
This.
It works to stop that fear.
Okay.
Just a taste.
Clear link. Free for all on your bites now. Just make sure you get somebody. If you're looking for good targets in melee, I'd say Sari and Bloodraven, or Vlad. Range, you can get E for Rav. Bites are coming up, get ready. Alright, go get your people.
Line, gather.
You gotta bite somebody. Alright. Very good. Fear in 3, get ready.
Fear incoming.
Cadron Spy, defensive CDs, go now. Everyone else get ready to help us
Spread.
through this if you need. Alright, we're gonna have one more round of bites go out. Make sure you get somebody. Go ahead and lust.
Just a taste.
healer if it has to. Just bite somebody, don't go inside. Kill Nebo.
My precious one. I now just
Target you.
That spell isn't ready.
Alright. We got 24 seconds till this super hardened raid. Get her out. Ten. Good job.
We were all getting low.
Ooh, choker. And double vanquisher. Kill me. Goes without saying, if you win this choker, equip it. It's BOE. Don't sell this shit. I'll be mad on the internet. There's a Valkyrie out there. Be careful. Oh boy, I have so woefully underprepared for Syndragosa, but we're gonna go YOLO puller like once, maybe twice. We're going out to the east past Villa3 again. Friends out and to the left. I'm pretty sure I seeded it originally, sorry. Back on Tuesday.
No apologies necessary.
I also seeded the previous week when we got like all that good stuff, and we've gotten some good stuff this week. You know, I can't speak for all the Vanquisher tokens, but
Can we jump in the hole?
There's a quest here.
yeah. Oh yeah, we're for sure not gonna try and do that.
Do we accept that anyway?
Yeah, sure.
It's got that sack.
What brings you here?
I'm out of range.
There's an elevator up here. Don't jump in the hole.
Oh,
There he goes.
He has a sack though.
There was the elevator was there. Haha. Alright, don't run into this room ahead of us, please. People who just got off this elevator. It's a trap.
Alright, here comes the Vanquisher tokens to the majors. Just moves who got with earlier. Spread Zaz, did you get that roll? I'd also which is okay as well. Oh, I see your roll in chat.
Didn't get picked up by the add-on. It's interesting. Anyway, congrats to Strega and Arex.
Thanks.
Yep, to Sugar Arex, congrats.
Man, I hate raids that have you like running so damn far everywhere. I don't know, dog.
It is interesting that this came out after World War, which has like boss-specific teleporters everywhere, and they were just like, nah. I'm fine with it personally, but we're gonna go into the middle of this room, and it's gonna be a trap, and there's gonna be ads, and we're gonna kill those ads. That's it. 1, 2, 3, go.
Remember AQ and having the mounts and then like not having mount for a bit? Oh my god.
I don't remember running back to Domo and MC, sorry, because we never wiped an MC. I don't know about it. I don't know if you remember that, but we never wiped an MC, not once. specifically Ragnar, so.
Never, because he was. I don't understand how he made that claim because I specifically.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no rationally explaining it to you. But
Well, that's how we just like good out and not have a DPS. That's just.
That was Ragnar's not being too sure. Seems like
They didn't think anyone would try it.
I just couldn't believe that some weird gnomish scientist would be able to defeat God. Let's kick these range things. Spinning things under some D-sack. Maybe even a second D-sack.
Going anyone brought.
Yeah, fuck it.
I think it'll be on cooldown though, won't it?
We got more trash after this. I'll have to talk about some aggressive a little bit before we pull it, even though we're not exactly along the side. It's a long ass fight. But yeah, just fucking pick them up. Strega, can you grab his Oz?
I got him.
Alright.
But
Top. And some point soon, the store to the north will open up. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't remember it being this much trash.
Well, we also did this on 10 more than 25, so
That's
it's fewer guys, same amount of waves.
You're also old and your memory's not that great.
also true.
There's gonna be big dudes with groups of whelps to either side. Let's just pull those one by one.
Alright, I'm sending this neck out. Understanding this is probably all the heroes, just serve range DPS for now, as it's pretty extremely well set for them, and DPS is good for a lot of bosses in here. Good luck.
Got some baby spiders behind us, trailing. Alright, let's pull the right side first. Why not? YOLO.
Congrats, Sturgeon.
For last second.
Damn. He won with the sex number, that's crazy.
Did he just say that was best for heroes?
It's like 14.
So what?
This guy's doing the thing where he just moans every time he gets hit. It's upsetting. Alright, can pull left side. And then we'll probably talk boss stuff before we pull the mini dragons. Safe first off. Want at least one healing off spec here. Maybe two. I don't know if you even have your stuff on you or if you have anything ready-isk. Sorry, was that a no?
That's a no.
Okay. For next week, if you could
Probably behoove me to run some dungeons that I'm healing as well.
Agreed. Talk to Lou. She can show you the moves. Press Rejuve does seem to have a lot to do with it. Blood Queen is such a fucking crazy resto druid fight.
Times in that last fight.
Yeah, I mean Blood Queen is a nuts resto druid fight.
You just count to 6 with every rejuve and then swap to Wild Growth, and that's it. You're healing.
There's a lot of Holy Paladin fights in here, but Blood Queen resto druid just dusts everybody. It's awesome.
He needs one hand on the mouse, though. How's he going to count to 6?
Apologies, sorry, but if you wouldn't mind being a Holy Paladin for this one, already done, thank you very much.
Does that mean she's not eligible for Shadowmourne anymore?
That's a good question. It's a little late in the game for that, unfortunately, but I should have thought of that back when I was unironically debating yoinking it for myself. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so we have not really prepped any frost resist for our tanks yet, which we're going to want to do at some point. It's probably not the end of the world on normal, but it might be the end of the world on normal. I guess we'll find out pretty quickly. Any rate, it's a one tank fight for most of the fight, except in phase 2 when it becomes a 2 tank fight, which is fucking annoying. But it's a dragon. It does dragony things. That means it cleaves, it tail swipes, it breathes in front of it. Don't be near the head, don't be near the tail. This is also one of the only bosses in the game that still has a parry haste mechanic, so if you are tanking and you have some extra expertise gear, it would behoove you to throw it on. Healers, be aware, tank damage may be extremely spiky. There's also a pulsing frost damage aura that just hits the entire raid for frost damage every 3 seconds. It's pretty similar to what was just happening to us on the last fight, where we were getting hit for shadow damage every few seconds. It's like that. So let's make sure we're running, Frost Res Aura, frequent uses of Aura Mastery around when she's breathing on the tank would be great. So, this is a big hurry up and wait fight. This is not a DPS race in any way, shape, or form. If you try and treat it like a DPS race, you are going to get yourself killed. Both ranged and melee DPS have mechanics built in that will be throttling the amount of uptime we can have on the boss. For ranged, or for physical attacks, every physical attack we make, there's a 20% chance that you'll get a stack of a debuff called Permeating Chill. This basically just puts an extra dot on yourself. Once you have this up to 4 stacks, you stop attacking. You don't have to, there's nothing mechanically that says you have to stop attacking. I'm telling you, stop attacking before you start taking too much damage. You're just gonna have to sit there and wait for 8 seconds for your debuff to fall off. It sucks, it's annoying, just gotta deal with it. Similarly, ranged, casters and healers, there is an ability called Unchained Magic. This will target 6 random ranged or healers, and it's usually evenly split. This is why we need to run more healers, because half of you will basically not be able to cast for a time. This is cast roughly every 30 seconds. Every time you cast a spell, you get a stack of instability, which builds up and then, eventually expires. It's every time you cast, you get a stack. 5 seconds after you stop casting, it explodes and deals 2,000 damage per stack to you, and I think anyone around you. Or maybe that's a heroic version of the mechanic, I can't recall. Yeah, I think that's heroic only, so for normal it just does it to you. So basically, you can cast a little bit, but if you cast a lot, you're gonna get fucking clapped up. So don't cast too much, cast a little bit, and then stop casting. And wait for that debuff to wear off. That's it, you just gotta wear it, wait it out. Periodically, she will pull everyone into her. It's like a giant AoE death grip, and then start channeling an explosion. Run away from it. That's it. If we're tanking her sort of in the middle of that circle down there, you just want to run back towards the stairs up here. I can't remember exactly what the safe distance is, but, you know, why chance it? Just run. If you've reached the stairs, you're for sure safe. I don't remember exactly how short of that you need to be. But if you get pulled into the boss, run away from the boss. And there's an air phase where she will lift up off the ground, fly out there into the void, and target 6 random members of the raid with a frost beacon. We're gonna probably just end up using, well, not probably, we are 100% going to end up using weak auras to coordinate this. But for the time being, with the lack of preparation we have, let's just say we need to split these into groups of 2 each. So we're gonna have a group of 2 left, a group of 2 middle, a group of 2 right. Basically, when a couple seconds after you get those frost beacons, you will turn into, it's like a saffron ice block thing. You'll take a hit and turn into an ice block. The hit will splash anyone around you, so you need to get out of the raid and stack with one other person, so it's just you 2 taking the hit. And then those ice blocks become line of sight barriers for frost bombs, also saffron-ish. The gimmick there is that those ice tombs also have health bars, and if you don't break our friends out of them, they'll start suffocating shortly after the frost bombs are done. So you need to kill them while you're hiding from the frost bombs, but you don't actually want to kill them, because then you'll have nowhere to hide from the frost bombs and you'll fucking die. So when I say kill them, I mean work them down, stop DPS when they get low, and then as soon as the frost bombs are over, finish them off, break them out, and get your friends out before they suffocate. And then we rinse and repeat until 35% when the air phases stop and some fuck shit happens. That fuck shit is basically she stops doing air phases, she starts targeting a random member of the raid with frost beacon while she's on the ground, and that person has to move out to either left or the right to become an LOS blocker for a different stacking debuff, which will be hitting the entire raid, which everyone needs to LOS because it increases your magic damage taken, so eventually you'll just start getting blasted by the aura if you don't ever LOS to break it. This includes tanks, that's why we have to start tank swapping in phase 2. And we alternate left and right on the frost beacons just to stop from, you know, the overlapping damage from the frost beacon and hitting people who are stacking behind one to LOS. It's a lot of words, it's a very long fight, it's going to be slow. We're not really prepared for it, and also we have to kill these 2 mini boss dragons before we even get there. That's a tank trinket, Sue. It's actually really good.
I didn't see it was a 1 minute cooldown, it's pretty good.
Alright, I'm pretty sure the boss engages once we kill these 2, so this is just a ready check to make sure that you didn't completely dissociate from reality while I was rambling about this boss. Let me just get a fish down for Nevo, Zaz, and MFG real quick, and then we'll pull these things and full on YOLO see what happens. Send the boss to Friar first. And let's kill Rhymefang first, because he's annoying in that one dungeon. Go get him. somebody.
Is he the one we shoot things at?
He's the one.
What?
That's you're thinking of something entirely different. I'm talking. You might not have even done the dungeon we're talking.
Probably not.
There's 3 frost badges in there.
Really?
Yeah. The first time you do the quest line, you get 6 frost badges for running through the storyline.
Which dungeon?
It's you start at Forge of Souls and then Pit of Sarah and then Halls of Reflection. These guys casting icy blasts. Don't stand on these. It seems like it hurts. Oh boy, I can confirm it really does hurt. It's still there on the ground.
Got him.
Now let's get his friend.
When do we lost here?
Last phase, probably. But since we're YOLOing it, I mean, the problem with Lust is that it makes people want to attack and you have to throttle your damage. So, like, there isn't really a good Lust time. Oh shit, it's Fury. She do be landing. Send this boss to Friar.
Facing her to the right.
Turn her to the side. Yep. And yeah, just get ready for this shit. Her voice acting is also extremely loud and abrasive. That's my main recollection of this fight. Okay, it doesn't seem like it hurt too bad.
No.
Debuffs are out on caster. I'm stopping attacking because I have 4 stacks of this thing. The stacks are gone. Hog. Oh, we're about to get pulled into this boss. Get ready to run.
Run out.
Get the fuck out of there. Nice, we live.
Target you.
I don't know, I made it to 9 stacks before cloaking. Doesn't seem to be that bad.
I don't have that ability. Air phase, everyone get back up on the stairs. Alright, Frostbeacon people, organize yourselves somehow. It'll be awesome, high. I promise. Alright. Alas, it wasn't great. Oh yeah, we need to be hiding from that shit. Slight left. Spread the damage out on these tombs. Do not kill that tomb. Do not kill that tomb. Do not kill it. Let's work the other ones down. Don't kill them either. Dodge. Break them out. Break them out now. Alright, Res Iskandaritan.
I'm still in the back.
Back in. Oh, what the hell were you doing back there, dude? You're crazy.
I know. It was a terrible position.
This unchained shit is stupid.
Yeah, this is a toxic fight. Holy shit.
It's an extremely
What the fuck?
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. That's why we have to run a bunch of healers. Grip soon. Get ready to run.
Run out.
Get the fuck out of there.
Target
back
you.
in. It's kind of chill though, you know? It's got a long berserk timer, we're not in any hurry.
Stack high.
Wow, that is
Alright, air phase, back it up. Beacon people, let's organize ourselves somewhat. Alright, stack up 2 and 2, 2 and 2. We need some people on the right, some people on the right. Alright, okay. Work these down, don't kill them. Don't kill that tomb, don't kill that tomb, don't kill that tomb. Careful where these frost bombs are landing, you gotta hide. Okay, these people are in trouble. Man, this shit does baby damage on Norla. Alright, break him out. So unres Sue. Okay, yeah, res Isk, Destrega. If you haven't already res Sue.
Target you.
And Isk gets Sue.
Betrays you.
I do. That's okay, I don't
might as well just do it. Destrega hit him.
Run out.
Get out.
Upon your heart. Suffer, mortals.
Oh my god.
Pathetic magic betrays you.
Air phase.
None shall survive.
Get your beacons out front. Spread yourselves. Don't be near those beacons if you're not actually frozen, because you'll take lots of damage and be frozen yourself, like all these people. Alright, we gotta work these down. Sure, hide. Sue, how embarrassing. There's so many tombs to hide behind. How did you even do that?
How is that even possible?
I actually don't even know. That's crazy. Alright, break these ASAP. So yeah, if you're not beacon targeted, you don't want to be up there. Wait until they get frozen. Half our healers are dead. I'm thinking we should probably just wipe it and go again. Back up here. We got time for one more pull if we just mass suicide on the steps here.
Run out.
Feel the cold hand of death upon your heart.
I have a question.
Sure.
For the heroic end wing bosses, when you get a token for that, do you have to upgrade from the mid-level piece, or can you upgrade it from the... Oh god, that's awesome. Maybe it's not.
We're gonna be getting a lot more of the mid-level pieces before we get the heroic level pieces. Like, trust me, the jump from normal to hard mode on a lot of these fights is substantial.
True.
Unless Atlas is wrong, you get both. So if you killed an end wing boss, you'd get the middle one and the top one.
Is that true?
That's what Atlas loot says, yeah.
We are rosing, by the way, if y'all don't want to run in.
Sorry, so Crane, can you explain how the tombs should be arranged? I didn't quite understand.
So my understanding is that we want to have those beacon targets pre-shielded, and then we want like 2 on the left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right. You see how the steps are sort of divided into 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're not on the other person in your area, but okay.
I mean, I think I kind of want you to be, but I think like the damage does splash, but if we have you pre-shielded, it should be survivable, and it's easier to organize that way to keep you all from splashing to each other, like between the groups. I know I could be wildly off base there, but that's my best information. Anyway, let's reset here and go quick because we are probably gonna go a little over time on this poll. That was honestly, even though like completely disorganized and a mess, radically easier than I was expecting it to be. So we could just laugh our way into actually beating this boss somehow. I don't know. Certainly a fight that would benefit from a small amount of preparation, which I did not do, but
that's okay. You did a large amount of preparation for everything else, and it is appreciated.
Hey, Kriya.
Yeah.
Besides the mechanics that we saw already, is there any other that we should be concerned about?
Not until we hit 35%, and when we hit 35%, what changes is that there are no more air phases, basically, and one person at a time will be chosen to be an ice block. That person will have to run out to either left or right of the raid, depending on which direction the last one ran, because the entire raid will be getting hit with a stacking debuff that increases magic damage taken, and you force that debuff to expire by LOSing it behind that ice block and then killing the ice block before the person in it suffocates. So you just alternate from side to side the ice blocks, and when people need to drop their debuff stacks, they go hide behind one. And we just work the boss down from 35 that way. That's it. Other than that, we've seen everything that the boss will do from 100 to 35% so far. Broadly, run in there and aggro her. I believe once you step into the middle, she'll just come
You
down.
are fools who have come
Neato,
to this
there she
place.
is.
The icy winds of Northrend will consume
Send
your
it to Friar, and let's just
souls.
fucking rip Lust here. Don't get too many stacked. Play smart stuff.
Mortals, as your pathetic magic betrays you.
Yeah, no. Trust me, I'm an iron dwarf right now. I gotta stop hitting her. Life's hard.
Run out.
Run out.
Oh, come on, our healers are god. I'm at 12.
That's still
Okay, well, now one of our healers is dead because he was slow.
mortals, as your
Res, sorry, please.
magic betrays you.
Thank you.
Your incursion
Air phase, back to the steps.
none shall survive.
Get rebuffs on Sue and Sorry while we're here. Beef and Naya go right.
That spell isn't ready.
A little further than that if you can. Spread a little bit better. Work these down slowly. Hide from the frost bombs. Y'all can see them. See them out there. That one's sort of center left. Don't kill the tombs. Just work them down. Do not kill them. Do not kill them. Center right. And far right. These tombs get them out.
That's still
I didn't hit it.
suffer, mortals, as your pathetic magic betrays you.
Do you want anybody?
Yeah, get Sorry up. Ready for a pull soon.
Run out.
Get out.
I can't cast a
Target you.
mortals as your pathetic magic betrays you.
Air phase soon.
Your incursion ends here.
Air phase back to the steps. Organize yourselves.
Stack high.
Lily, you cannot be in the middle of the group like that. Okay, a bunch of people got hit by shit. We got 3 all the way in back. These people are almost certainly dead. Break everyone out if you can. Yeah. Alright. We'll prep for this one. Like, actually prep for it next week. Hopefully this will make more sense to people.
Target you.
Good job.
Yeah, but honestly, really nicely done tonight. New heroic boss kill that we can hopefully add to our farm list.
Stack high.
Maybe do a little bit more work on Dreamwalker heroic next week. We'll get back in here, get this
Run
down,
out.
and start taking a look at Arthas.
I'm still recharging.
Double check your signups. And yeah, really nice job this week. We'll get back in and slam it some more.